Let's get back to our man, Big Ivan. Ivan, congratulations on Player of the Week honors. You're hard to miss, especially when your Hillsborough team plays in the lime greens, man. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for having me.
Do you feel differently this week about where you were the rest of the season? Do you know you're as hot as you are, in other words?
Yeah, but I try not to think about it too much just because, this game, you got to stay humble or it'll humble you. So I just try to take it day by day and try to do my best every day.
Hey, Ivan, Jim Thome here. Congrats, 14 homers in 48 games. What a great season you're having. I'm always curious, coming out of the program that you did at Texas, what's the difference now in pro ball facing the pitching now and then last year when you were there facing really good pitching? Have you seen a difference?
How you doing, Mr. Thome? First off, it's crazy talking to you. I never thought I'd be talking to you. But, it's a little different. At the end of the day, it's still baseball, but, just the speed of the game with the new time clock. And there's just a lot more action on the field. Just always, preparing yourself to receive a baseball or, the speed of the game with the guys coming out of the bullpen, everybody throwing hard these days. There's a slight change, but at the end of the day, it's still baseball.
Hey, Ivan, it's Dan O'Dowd. Great to see you again. Certainly missed you this year with the Longhorns.
Yes, sir.
The power. Something clicked for me about a month into the season last year where you really started to unlock your incredible power to off-gap more than anything. What was it that the game finally clicked for you from that standpoint?
Yeah, I know I've always kind of had the power. It's just a matter of me getting rolling. I know at the beginning of last year, 2022, at Texas, I started off slow the first month and kind of the same this year. I don't know if it's just how I start my season, but I think once I get constant at-bats and constantly seeing pitching and velo, I think it helps me.
All right, now, I know your nickname is the Hispanic Titanic, but I've also been told you have a different nickname that you call yourself, called the Big Rayco. So you kind of want to walk us through exactly what that means?
That started when I was back in junior college. There was some podcast, some interview with Soldier Boy, and I would always mimic it at practice because he called himself Big Draco, and they called me Big Draco, I guess, for a while. And then I started hitting, and they just started to call me Big Rayco. So, there's nothing crazy about that story, but that's just kind of the background where it comes from. Yeah,
well, it fits you well. So, Game 3, Super Regional, were you locked in watching your boys take on Stanford? And what was your reaction in the ninth inning when they lost the ball in the lights?
Yeah, we were actually playing around that time. I was keeping up with it, on the scorebook, through the apps and everything. But when that play happened, I just saw it all over my phone. People sending it to me on Snapchat, Instagram, text. It's a tough blow, but that's how the game works sometimes. Sometimes you lose the ball in the twilight sky, but, they had a good season after the way they started, and they turned it around. So, yeah, we'll get them next year.
Ivan, thanks for the visit, man. Congratulations on Player of the Week honors. I know the people down in Arizona, Diamondbacks fans, they're chomping at the bit to get you there, hopefully sooner rather than later. Congrats on your success.